the stupid gaze of Jackson on me. The classroom was a wide amphitheater that amplified the teacher's voice in order to reach the entire room. Along each row were dozens of small wooden desks which attached chairs crammed together to allow the maximum number of students. The desks themselves were slightly worn from years of abuse. I can see that many of the desks in the back had been etched with the scribbles of bored students. I took a deep breath before pulling out my stationeries. It's been 10 minutes since the lecture has started, but he's not here yet. Is he on leave? I stare at my wristwatch and start scrambling the papers. Today seems so boring. I kept this literature book back to its shelf and headed to outside. 𝑼𝒏𝒇𝒐𝒓𝒈𝒐𝒕𝒕𝒆𝒏 I heard my name being called by a manly voice which I recognized. Yes, sir, I asked. Your apartment is the nearest to Kim Tae-young's home, isn't it? I nodded. Would you mind giving him the revision notes of annual examination? No problem, sir. I will hand him. He said and left the revision notes on table before going out. Excuse me, sir. He stopped and turned. Why is he absent? I asked charmingly. His mother gave an application saying that he had mild fever since morning. He replied. Take this soup. It will be good in your fever. His mother pulled the blanket off him. But he again covered himself. Please, I don't want anything. Just let me have some rest, he said from inside blanket. What should I do with him? With that, she left from there. Mrs. King was heading downstairs with gloomy face but stopped seeing a young girl at the entrance. Good afternoon, Mrs. Kim. You bowed. She smiled. Vian, right? You nodded. How are you, dear? She asked. I'm good, you smiled. But how's Tang? Is he alright now? You asked. Better than morning, but now I'm sick of his tantrums, she continued. I gave him soup, but he's behaving like a kid now. She signed. It's okay, Mrs. Kim. Give it to me. Oh, thanks, Viana. His room is upstairs. The door slowly opened, making slight quick sound. I already told you infinitely time I don't want this. Please just let me rest. You heard his weak voice from inside the blanket. Is that how you greet your friend? His eyes widened on your voice. He hurriedly removed the blanket from his face and looked at you with shocked expressions. You saw his face. His cheeks and ears were red due to fever. Hair were messy, but still he's looking pretty adorable. Vian? Yeah, that's my name, you said while stepping towards him and placed the bowl near nightstand. He quickly set his messy hairs into his usual bangs. What are you doing here? He asked. You unzipped your bag which was hanging on your right shoulder and put out a notebook. Here, revision notes which are very, very important for annual exam. Oh, thank you, but what? You didn't inform that you are gonna come and my room is messy, he quietly mumbled. Silly, still better than me, you chuckled. A little smile also crept on his lips, seeing you chuckling, and I'm sorry for disturbance, I guess I should go. He jumped out of bed and spoke. No, I'm glad you come. Relax, scoffed. By the way, how's your health? You asked. Me? I'm absolutely fine, of course, he replied. You looked at him from head to toe. Doesn't seem to be so. Never mind, please sit. He welcomed you, making you feel like guest. He giggled. Thank you, Tete. He looked down and smiled. You know, only Amma and Halmani call me this. Chincha? He nodded. Yeah, I forgot about your soup. You took the bowl and gave it to him. Now stop staring and gulp this in one shot. He looked at you in disbelief. No way. Have you ever tasted this? It is so bad. Sounds like your Balam, you replied. Come on, don't be like a kid. He scrunched his nose and gulped huge lump before taking a big sip. Ew, I bet poison tastes better, he said. Bold of you to taste poison, you scoffed. You know, I was bored all day long, you signed. He stared at you. Why? Silly, won't be someone bored when his friend is absent? He smiled. Earlier, not a single classmate bothered to pay attention to him. No one cared if he come or not. All of a sudden, you both heard light rhythmic tapping sound. Your eyes glistened. Is it raining outside? You hurriedly went towards a small balcony. The sky was stark black and the large clouds were moving. People ran for cover outside and umbrellas were opened as the clouds spat out their beads of water.
Pearls began blinking as the rainfall became heavier. The view was breathtaking. You could not move your eyes. First time your sight is witnessing the beauty of nature. Rain smells even more pleasant when its droplets touches the soil gently. Taehyung was casually standing beside you as this scene had no impact on him. It's ordinary. Meanwhile, you don't even want to blink your eyes, want to frame this memory forever. God knows when will you again witness this picturesque view. You both were standing close. He looked at you. The sweet fragrance of your hair made him close his eyes. The way you were standing beside him excitingly, first time he felt like you are his. You turned. What happened? Your face is red like tomato out of sudden. You asked, looking fluttered. What? It's because of fever, he exclaimed. Oh, okay. You glanced at your wristwatch. Oh no, it's already 4. You rushed back to the room and picked your bag. But it's raining. You should stay here till the rain stops, he said. It's been a while since I felt any droplets of rain on me, and take care, you said. But what if you got sick? You cutted his words. Chill, Tete, you winked and laughed, leaving him dumbfounded. He was walking into the corridor. Hey Taehyung, he turned and saw you waving your hand at him. He also waved his hand and headed towards you, but something made him stop. There was a tall guy with suspicious look standing beside you with a mischievous grin on his face. Taehyung, meet him. He's Hanwal. We both studied together in Seoul. I'm so glad he came here for his further studies. Oh, so he is Kim Taehyung you are talking about? He sounds sarcastic while asking to you. You nodded. He's very nice. I'm sure you'll like him, you exclaimed with a smile. Hanwal bring his right hand to shake with him. If you're Ryan's friend, then you are my friend too. He spoke. Glad to know, Taehyung replied. Actually, he's not in our class. He's our senior. You said. Taehyung felt a strange relief knowing that Hanwal is not your classmate. It's time for our biology class. We shouldn't be late, Taehyung. You said. Taehyung nodded, and you two headed to your class together, leaving Hanwal, who was staring at you too. Jackson smirked before approaching Hanwal, who was keep staring at you and Taehyung eating together and together. I heard you were her friend, said Jackson. I'm still her friend, but this guy's taking my place, Hanwal replied, glaring at Taehyung. Jackson chuckled. Kim Taehyung, son of farmer? Hanwal looked at Jackson. What? He was his friend, so I thought he must someone like very rich. But he scoffed. Oh my innocent Ryan, this guy is so clever, Hanwal said. I know, right? Because of him, she never talked to someone else. Well, I can help you, so Jackson got interrupted. No need of your favors. I know how to make her mine again, said Hanwal. I came here just for her. This farmer boy won't be last long in my way. Jackson nodded at his words. As you wish, Mr. Halwa. It's Hanwal. Hanwal glared at him. Oh, my apologies. Now what the hell is this Parankama Dalai Lama? You got irritated by sucking popsicle. It's not Dalai Lama one. Parankama is a tissue. Taehyung said. You suddenly spoke. Paper? You asked. Not tissue paper, he signed. Group of cells are tissue, remember? He said. He nodded. And group of tissues are organ. You spoke. Exactly. He smiled. Would you guys mind if I join you? You both heard a voice from behind. Aish, Hanwal, why do we mind? Please come. You smiled. So how's preparation going? He asked. Amazing. What about you? I heard your exam are before us. You asked. He nodded. Three of you continuing walking. You were talking to Hanwal, remembering your old days in Seoul, while Taehyung was silently walking. You and Taehyung were going back to home as usual, but this time Hanwal also joined, which you gladly accept. And that day, because of you, our parents only scolded me that much. Hanwal said. You laughed, remembering the fun incident. You deserved that anyway, for making me scared of that dog. Your mobile starts buzzing. You took it out. Wait, Appa has something to show me nearby. You guys can go. You said and left from there, leaving them alone. What the heck? They're always like a weed among the roses, always interrupt when we are talking together. Why doesn't this little thing go to his mind? She's not a kid anymore. Hanwal said and lowered his eyes. You shouldn't talk about him like that. He's elder than her father. Taehyung looked at him in disbelief. So, what would you do, farmer boy, huh? Hanwal smirked. I'm just stating the truth. Her mother is died. Now her father is playing the role of a mother. Hanwal laughed while saying, mind your words. You are hurting her feelings by talking nonsense about her family. Feelings, he smirked. Don't need to overreact. Relax. Ryan is not here. She is not gonna hear us anyways. Hanwal replied. I can't believe. Taehyung said, not believing on his real face. Being her friend, how can you talk like this behind her back? Taehyung asked in incredulity. So you're gonna tell to her? Hanwal asked. Taehyung looked at him in pity. I thought you're an honest friend, but Taehyung sighed. Stop your acting, show your real face. I know you're also with her just because she's beautiful and rich like I'm with her. I mean? Why is there only one girl around you all the time? I know you took advantage of her kind heart and she's more than a dumb stupid girl who fell in your trap. Hanul blabbered. Just shut your mouth and don't you dare to say bullshit about her ever again. Oh, so a farmer boy is gonna teach me? Interesting. I'll say whatever I want, and yes, she's extremely stupid with an unnecessary kind heart and got these traits from her father, and you can't do anything. He laughed. You know what? The real problem is no one. It's only you in my way, and I know how to deal with losers like you. Hanul said, and suddenly few guys pop out of nowhere. A guy pushed Taeyong and pinned him on the wall. Taeyong tried to defend and glared at Hanul. What magic have you did on Vayan? She has changed, but my magic on her is stronger. Of course, I didn't spend 4 years with her for no reason. Now I can't let you come in my way. You have no idea how much stupid things I have done to build her trust on me. You are insane. She is not a toy. She is a person and you don't even know how to respect her. Whatever shit you are imagining will never be fulfilled. Of course it will. The only weed is you. Taeyong struggled to get out of their grip, but 3 guys had both of his hands and pinned them. Leave me. Guys, leave him, Hanul said, and they left him. Punch me, Hanul said to guy beside him, leaving you all front. But Hanul cutted his words. Just do as I said, punch me. Okay, one of them punched Hanul on his jaw. Hanul groaned in pain. Blood appeared on his corner of his lip. Again, he spoke in inaudible voice. You seriously need a psychologist. Taeyong looked at him in disbelief, having no idea why the hell is he making himself suffer. Are you deaf? I said hit me again fast. Hanul growled. First guy punched and hit him, being terrified. Hanul fell on the ground with bruised face. Taeyong was shocked but then decided to leave, not wanting to stay with these mentally unstable guys. Oh my god, Hanul, a worried voice made him stop. He turned. No guys were present there anymore, only Hanul was there on his knees with painful expression. Who did this to you? Taeyong saw you there kneeling down beside Hanul. The blood, you look terrified as just few minutes ago he was totally fine, but now... Tell me, what happened to you? Hanul didn't say anything. He just looked at Taeyong's direction. You finally noticed him there. His unsettled collars, loosened tie was telling you too much. Fine, you're cuffed. Friend doesn't even know how to respect your friends and you, Hanul said with a weak voice, making your and Taeyong's eyes widen. Thank you for watching.